Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Connor. Welcome back to Slinging Sips, and here I am to present another Koppi coffee from the good old roasters in Helsingborg, Sweden. This is a single origin Brazil. What is this? A pulped natural coffee. Ooh. This looks good. If it's anything like the last Koppi coffee I reviewed, it's going to be a beautifully well-balanced cup, and it's just going to be very enjoyable. Nothing acidic, nothing very harsh, just very well balanced. Start the water off. Back on V60 pour over. Here, like I present every single new coffee, I always start in V60 and work my way from there. Let's get the scale out. Open this up. This producer is Francisco Vermont, origin Brejuba, Espirito Santo BR, and then the tasting notes that they say is on the bag is the berries, apricot, and creamy nougat. Again, I got this coffee bag from Jacob Alejandro. It smells almost kind of like a mix of like nuttiness and caramelly. It's the smell that I'm getting just opening the bag up. Okay. I'll throw this off to the side here. Got 20 grams on the scale. Let's throw this in the grinder, which I have preset to 3.6. Means nothing to you unless you own a Kino M47. But as you may have started noticing, on one of my shorts I listed the recipe that I used. I talk about it in the video if you guys have the patience and time to watch the whole video and see the whole process, or in the YouTube shorts I basically list the final result, the output, the time. I don't do like the water temperature because that's always 93 degrees Celsius. I set it to the same temperature every single time, as I'm usually using all medium roast coffees. Those are the ones that I think get the best results. I don't like going very light. I don't like going very dark. I like staying within that medium range and moving a little bit in either direction. Water's already ready. So I'm gonna grind this up. Per usual, fold this bad boy up. Force of habit right here. The usual thing. Open up this paper filter, throw this bad boy in. I'm not very particular when I pour water into my filter, getting it to properly stick to the sides like this. I like to use my hands and just adjust the filter. You should just wash your hands. And, you know, do things like that. Coffee farmers, they use their hands. Baristas back in the day, they used their hands. I use my hands. Throw this bad boy on the scale. Zero this out. Always give this a little bit of a spin. Any loose particulate that's stuck in the grinder itself. So we're at 19.6 grams. When I do that, gives another 0.1 grams. We're at 19.7 gram dose. Flatten this bad boy out. Nice, even coffee bed. Whew, that smells fantastic. Water did cool down a little bit while I was just getting things set up. I've been doing coffee shop reviews while on the job at True Green, getting all my stops done, spending my break time going out to the coffee shops in the region that I haven't reviewed. So this is the last one I was at, Crew Coffee in Saratoga Springs. This awesome shirt here. It's a doom cup. This is a volcano with a skull in it. It's exploding out of it. It's pretty awesome. I like it. Yeah, it's really comfortable too. It's extra small. I'm not a big guy. I hope to become a little bit smaller in the upcoming days. Been riding my bike every day. First pour. In fact, I will be riding my bike tomorrow to review another coffee shop, and that will be the last one of the whole, not just Albany Capital Region, but like the surrounding area. Then the next closest coffee shop will be, what is it? Irving Farm in New York. And that one's really far away. I gotta figure out how to get there. I can already tell this is running very fast. It's going to be a good cup. But it's going to be running quite short. So there will be a dial-in video in the future. That's kind of where Slinging Sips diverges. You have the normal Slinging Sips, the first bag review video, and then you have POV, which usually I'm either working on dialing it in or I've gotten it dialed in. I don't want to take a perfect take on this channel. I just want to take takes as they are. You're going to get to see my mistakes, how I build up to getting the dial-in process correct. And you'll see all of it. I'm not ashamed to be wrong. Every once in a while, I'm actually starting to get really good critiques, good comments. So we're at a 302 gram output. I have a feeling this is probably going to be a 2-minute 25 second or 2-minute 20 second brew, which is a little bit shorter than I probably want it to be. Oh, maybe even sooner than that. Damn. For my next cup, I think that was actually the wrong grind size that I was looking for. So I'm going to go 100 microns finer. And then the next video, you're going to see the results of that. But as a result, 2 minutes and 10 seconds with a 310 gram output, 19.7 grams of coffee itself. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Damn, this video is going by a lot quicker than these normally do. These first bag openings, I tend to go on rambling, long segmented talks off topic, as I usually do, even in single sip. Sometimes I'm straight to the point, sometimes I'm not. Let's give this, let's pour this little thing right here. This darn thing. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's good. That's a good smell. I'm just gonna sip it right here. I don't feel like I'm kind of tired. But by the way, guys, earlier this week, when I was on the job at True Green, and I'm not gonna be working for them forever. I'm gonna be done soon. It's just to make money right now and to keep life going. I was standing on the back of the pickup truck on the edge of the lip, right? And there's a bag of fertilizer I needed to fill like the push thing, to push for the fertilizer. And so I was leaning into the truck trying to grab it way out back like this. And these ribs here hurt a little bit because I slipped on the pickup truck and I landed like that. Oh, on the tailgate. Right in my ribs. I didn't break them because life would be a lot harder if I did break them. So I definitely bruised them or cracked my ribs. And I'm just going to have to deal with it. I'm still going to be riding every day. Try to lift weights a little bit more. I need to work on my upper body. But yeah, sucks to suck. I can't report an injury because then the whole corporate side would get involved and I would have to go to the doctors and then I'd have to get a note and I'd have to sign it and I'd miss a bunch of days of work and then it would just be a whole thing. I don't want to deal with that. So, back to the coffee. That's what they're saying. I even kind of forgot what apricot tastes like. I haven't had apricot in a long ass time. Isn't that a fruit? That's a fruit. Apricot fruit? Or a vegetable? That's a fruit. My God. You can tell I don't eat apricots that much. I mean, comment down below. Tell me something about apricots. I want to hear about it. Throw some fucking knowledge at my noggin, because I love getting hit in the face with some knowledge. I would say the last coffee that I had from Koppi, that single origin Peru, had a little bit more of a development as far as the tasting notes were concerned, where you got your notes of berry and then it kind of sweetened out a little bit. But there's not a whole lot of change between the tasting notes like I've had with some other coffees, not to mention like, what was that? Nomad definitely has some more range. Touchy Coffee has some more obvious range. Something like this here. It's definitely creamy. It's not nearly as bodied as the single origin Peru was. but it's a little bit sweet. Koppi is one of those coffee roasters that if you appreciate real subtlety in coffee and you have the patience and time to just like slowly sip and enjoy it, obviously it's even harder to tell because I need to run this for a longer extraction time. It's a little bit weaker than I would particularly like it to be. So on the next brew, I should be able to get a better result out of it. But as far as I can tell, I'm enjoying this. I'm almost thinking avocado a little bit, not as far as the taste goes, but like that fleshy texture to it. I kind of get a little bit of that feel in my mouth from this, not so much the taste. That might be kind of where apricot is more coming into play. It definitely lingers though, like I'm still feeling it on this part of my tongue right here. Not tart, not very sweet, just a little creamy. That's nice. Well, I'll be doing more with this bag of coffee and my other bag of Koppi coffee. I also got another bag from Alias Coffee that I'm going to be reviewing shortly. Probably today. I'm going to be knocking out a bunch of these videos. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.